Good morning, students. I hope you all are very fine. Now, today, as before going to the mini holidays, है ना, we have finished some chapters of supplementary reader. Now, I am going to start Honeydew. Okay, this is your textbook and the best Christmas present in the world. Michelle M is the writer, and chapter number 1 from Honeydew, the best Christmas present in the world. Now see the summary. The author went to a junk shop at Bridport. He noticed a roll-top desk. It was very old and made of oak. It was in a bad condition. It had burn marks down one side. Since it was cheap, author decided to buy it and get it repaired. Okay, junk shop, junk shop where we get old but strong things of any type. It means they may be furniture or something we need at home. So the author went to a junk shop in Bridport. He noticed a roll-top desk. There was a roll-top desk and he noticed it. It was very old and made of oak. Oak is the original wood. If we made furniture by oak, it become very costly and strong also. It was in a bad condition. It had burn marks down one side. But it had burn marks down one side. Burn marks, it means jale hue, something like burning. Since it was cheap, the author decided to buy it and get it repaired. But it was very cheap in rate. Okay, so author decided to buy it and get it repaired. He began working on its Christmas Eve. He removed the roll top and tried hard to pull out the drawer. He had suffered much damage due to fire and water. He removed the roll top and tried hard to pull out the drawer. He tried too much hard to pull out the drawer, but he was failed. He was not able to open that drawer. The drawer was jammed. He hit it hard with his fist and pulled it out. He found a secret drawer underneath. He hit it hardly, and pull it out, and he found a secret drawer underneath. He took out a small black tin box. There was a note on it that said, Jim's last letter received January 25th, 1915. The letter writer also wished to put it in her grave. I will give you the words also. I will send you the words also, hard words and vocabulary. So you will give everything's meaning. In her grave. Out of curiosity, he opened the box. And due to curiosity and out of curiosity, he opened the block and received that letter was received in 25th January 1915. And out of curiosity, he opened the box. Inside it, he found envelope with the address. And what was the address? Mrs. Jim Macpherson, 12th Copper Beaches, Bridport, Dorset. The letter was dated 26th December 1914. The letter's date was 26th December 1914 and the received date was January 25th, 1915. See the difference. Now see. The letter had been written by Jim to his wife Connie. He was a soldier. The letter had been written by Jim, and Jim was a soldier set against the Germans during the First World War. Jim wrote to her that he was very happy because something wonderful had happened. The soldiers on the both sides of the no man's land were taking up positions in their trenches. It was Christmas morning, cold and frosty. Now see, this is the condition at the war field. He was a soldier set at the Germans during, this is the scene of First World War. Jim wrote to her wife Connie, that he was very happy because something wonderful had happened. And what was happened? It was Christmas morning, cold and frosty. Land were taking up positions in their trenches. It was Christmas morning, cold and frosty. The morning was very cold. You know, in Christmas, at the time of Christmas, the morning is very cold. Jim saw the German soldiers waving a white flag. German soldiers were waving a white flag. They were calling out the English soldiers to say Happy Christmas. It was a big surprise to be greeted like friends by the enemies. The enemies were greeted by the friends Happy Christmas. They were greeting each other. On battlefield they were enemies, but now at off field they were greeting each other. But it was true, not a trick. The English soldiers also wished them in return. The English soldiers were also replied, okay, Merry Christmas, same to you, like this. Okay, now here, see, here is a plain story. Now what happened next? The leader said that they wanted to celebrate the festival. Okay, the leader of that army said that they wanted to celebrate a festival. Jim was the officer in the command. He allowed his men to join Germans. Grey coats and khaki coats mingled in the middle. Okay, now both English soldiers and German soldiers wanted to celebrate this Christmas jointly, and they joined each other. In the time of war, they were making peace. The German soldiers who came first was named Hans Ulf. Before joining the army, he used to play cello in an orchestra. Jim had been a school teacher in Dorset. Before joining army, Wolf was a cello player in orchestra, and Jim was a school teacher in Dorset. Hans lied that he knew Dorset well. In fact, he had read about that place in Hardy's novel, Far from the Madding Crowd. The soldiers from the rival campus smoked, laughed, drank and feasted. Feasted means to attend the parties. Okay, feasted, मेजवानी उसको कहते हैं हिंदी में, मेजवानी. Drank. The soldiers from the rival means enemy camp. Enemy camps, they were smoking, they were laughing, they were drinking and they were feasting. It means they were making parties and feasted. And Hans said that he killed the marzipan, the sweet covering on Jim's bread. Jim wrote in the letter that he had never seen or imagined a Christmas party like that. They played football also. Both agreed on the point the countries should have better solved or resolved their disputes by playing a football or cricket match, because no one dies in the match, whereas war leaves behind orphans and widows. है ना? All the soldiers came together. They celebrated, they drank, then they feasted, they had done everything that enjoyed them, and both the soldiers were agree on this thing. And the thing was that instead of fighting with each other, every country should organize the cricket or football match, and whoever will win, that country will win the war. Like this, they should not have face to face war on the war field. Okay, दे शुड इन दिस वे. इसमें क्या होगा, अगर वो वॉर के बदले क्रिकेट खेलेंगे या फुटबॉल मैच खेलेंगे, इसमें क्या होगा, बहुत सारे बच्चे. नाउ सी, बिकॉज नो वन विल डाई इन द मैच, and whereas war leaves behind orphans and widows. Every war, whether it may be First World War, Second World War, every world war or every war played or battled in this world was left behind only orphans and widows. Are you getting my point? It means so many soldiers died in that war, and this the impact of the war, it become, the children become orphans and the ladies become widows. Okay, and now we are going to stop here, and in next some summary is left, so I will continue that one in next period. Okay, so take care of you.